Hi there and welcome to this tutorial. I'm Roben-Marie Smith and I'm an instructor and designer and I'm an artist. So I'm excited to bring to you today a tutorial. I'm going to make a tag and we're going to use some new products from the 100 Days Art Pops collection. There's a bunch of different cards and stickers and there's also these are some stickers and there's some strips. There's quite a few elements to this new line and we're going to incorporate that into a tag project. So let's get started. I'm not sure which size tag I want to use. I've got a couple of them here. You can get tags in so many different sizes and they're in different colors. You can get them. These are kind of your basic standard kind of shipping tags. You can get them in different shapes, and even here's one that's a craft brown color. So I mean, you can get them in smalls, all kinds of sizes that you can get them in. Now if you don't have a tag, don't worry. Manila file folders are pretty easy to come by, and you can take one of the file folders. I just recently cut this one down and you could make your own. You can decide what size you want it to be. You can cut it out and then just create a hole, and just these little sides, little corners, you just kind of cut the corner off the edge and then you have yourself a tag. So you can, and you can use watercolor paper. It can something stiff. It doesn't necessarily have to be manila file folders. In fact, I've made tags just out of inky watercolor paper. So I'm thinking that I'm going to incorporate one of these pieces. These are just scraps of watercolor paper that I've cleaned my brushes on, I've dipped on, I've splattered on, and I just like the way they look. And so I'm thinking I'm probably, if not, I might use this under paper. I was using this in a session of jelly print making and I really love it. It has some stencils on it that imprinted on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. So I'm looking at my stack and I'm thinking maybe I love these colors in here, and then I want to use one of the new Art Pop cards. So I'm trying to decide if maybe this one might work because it has these pinks and these oranges in it, and so this one might be the one to use. So I think I'm going to use that one, and I can keep it super simple by deciding what size tag I want. And I think I might go with this jumbo one, and I think it fits perfectly on there. Check that out. Just barely. So what I may end up doing, I think, is just gluing this on, and then I can cut out, trim off the excess and start from there. But I don't know, I really kind of like the top part of this tag, so maybe I think I'm going to go down. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it here. So my thought here is I really like this. So I'm going to fold this down and create like a little flap here. And I'm still not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I like it. So I'm going to fold that down. I think I still want to put something under here, but I don't know yet. Maybe I might stitch up the sides a little bit. We could go this direction and it could become a little holder. We could attach this to it and it could become a flap. Yeah, what if we did that? What if this gets attached right under here? We could punch the hole into it. We could even do it like this, and then this becomes the whole flap. See, I like that. That could work. Okay, so I'm just going to put my scissors here to hold this in place as I decide and kind of consider what I want to do. And I've got a piece of, this is a piece of felt, and I like this color. It matches here. I'm just going to place some ribbons on, some sorry ribbon near here, just to start looking at it and see what comes to mind. What do I like? What do I want to incorporate? Here's a jelly print paper that I made, and I love this. And this might be something I can actually coordinate into it as well. I love pastry bags. I love the sound of the crinkle. And Starbucks has a couple different kinds I've seen. This one is a smaller, just a brown one. And then this is a white one. It's a pastry bag. It actually has there's like a lining in here. It's got like two, it's like a double bag, and it makes a lot more noise. And it's white, which I love. So I was thinking, you could fold this, you could collage it and do whatnot to it, and you could stitch it up and make a really cool envelope, which I might do. Now, if you don't have access to pastry bags, don't have a Starbucks, don't have a coffee shop, you can use a brown paper lunch bag. You could also buy these in white, so you have a couple of options, and you could use a paper lunch bag as well, which would work. And this might even be, I might even go this option, but I really, really like the pastry bag. So don't limit yourself. Don't say, oh, I don't have that, I can't use it. You can still use an envelope. You can use a brown bag. You can use, just grab something. Make one even if you, you don't have. So I'm gonna sit this aside, and I'm gonna fold. I think there's even still crumbs in here. There's crumbs still in the bag. Can you see the crumbs? There's crumbs in there. Let me get rid of the crumbs. The crumbs. I'll even ask sometimes for them to give me an extra bag, or just ask for a bag when you're in there, even if I'm not buying pastries, which I don't buy pastries, but I do have a weakness for some butter croissants sometimes though. All right, so let's take a look at this here, and I might even be able, I'm trying to decide if I want it to go, do I want to make it a half bag, or, ooh, what if we did this? What if we made it like that, to where the back end is like taller than the front? And then remember I showed you this, which I love. This might be something we could even adhere to this, and then it would, oh, I wish I hadn't cut that paper in half, because I had this was a full piece of cardstock, and then I cut it. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it. All right, so I'm going to put some glue stick on this. And we're going to, I probably would have rather used just a paper, something that's not so stiff. Man, I haven't even gotten to the tag yet. Okay. But I want to do this first because I don't know how this might affect the way I actually do the tag. All right, let's see. What else do I have just sitting here? Ooh, since we are using the stickers and the 100 Days Art Pops, let's go ahead and put one of those on there. Yeah, let's use this one. And we'll put it, we'll just fold it over right there. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll just incorporate that into it. Okay, now remember, we're going to fold this up, and so this is going to be visible. So I think, I don't know if I need a contrasting color. Like, should I put something like that goes with it, or should I just go ahead and put this, maybe this piece in here, maybe this, and we won't put the whole thing because we don't need the whole thing, because if we fold this up, oh, did I do that wrong? I did. I put it on the wrong side. Did I do that wrong? No, that's the old fold. Here we go. Yikes, I was like, I did? All right. Yeah, okay, so we want to put it in this part. So we don't really need, that whole thing. Okay, so this now goes like that, and I like it. That looks good. Now I still have this white portion here, but we could always fold that down if we wanted to. We could always, anyway, I'm not going to worry about that yet. Okay, so let's go back to our tag here. Kind of what I was thinking. I do believe that I'm going to stitch the sides here. So if you don't have a sewing machine, don't worry. You can just, hand use embroidery thread, and you can create a blanket stitch on the side, or you can just do straight stitch, or you can staple it. That's an option too. I think this is the part I want to close, so the tag would go in here. It's a little tall though, so I think it needs to be shorter. So I'm glad I waited, because I think we can move this flap down a little bit more now too. Let's see here. Let's go, it's going to be kind of thick, but that's all right. And we're going to cover it anyway, so I'm thinking maybe right about here. I don't know, maybe I went a little too much on that one. Well, if we get rid of this part here, it won't be. It'll be just like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's figure this out. I could trim this off. Kind of like having another pocket though, don't you? I'm going to use this scrap paper that I have in my stash, and I'm going to attach it to just this part of the flap here on the outside. I did fold it again, so it's a little bit bigger than it was, or it goes down a little bit more, but that's okay. And I probably should have gone a little bit more over the edge. Yes. All right, so that just leaves an opportunity to put something else there. So let's think about this a minute. I wanted to use this card, so let's fold this in half. Yeah, I should have gone a little bit more. That's all right. Sometimes the things that I don't do exactly the way that don't look quite that great end up being, pretty good in the end. I think I like this side better. Yeah. It doesn't cover up the whole thing, but it could use one like that. Let's use it, let's fold it in a different way. Let's fold it long ways. Let's fold it like this. And let's do it like that. See, sometimes it's the, hey, that didn't really look that great, but then it ends up working out. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do is I think I might stitch these sides, and that will keep me from having to glue it. Yeah, and then it will open, and I still need to put something in there. So let's, I mean, at this point, I could have used that whole paper and just carried it on up, but I didn't know what I was wanting to do. I was kind of winging it. So what if I did something that just sort of contrasted? That kind of contrast, doesn't it? You got the brown there, the brown, you got green. Yeah, let's use that. All right, so let's come to our little bag. And let's tuck that in so that I like it. And we'll add some contrast here to kind of pull that together. All right. Looks good. Oh, I have to put that on there still. Wait a minute. Wait. All right. Let's tuck it in there. Yeah. See, now it's really tying in. Okay, that's going to look good. Okay, so that'll be stitched on. I have another idea here. I wonder if I should put a tab on here. I could do that. Nah, I don't think that looks very good. What if we put a tag? No, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sew this on, and then I'll have a better idea of what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna set this aside, and I'll take it to the sewing machine, and then let's go to this, because I'm gonna sew up these sides, so I'm gonna do it all at one time. And my thought here, oh yes, stickers. So let's see. Let's take one of the Art Pop stickers, and I love this one because it's got some contrast here on it, and that will tie in with this. I really like this, and maybe this will help break that up a little bit. So I'm going to put the sticker tape. Actually, I'm going to go over, I'm going to fold it over a little bit so that it, of course I got to get it straight. I'm going to fold it just a little bit here into this part, and then carry it around. Look at that. I had it perfect. It perfectly lines up. Yay. All right, so let's do some little marks there. Okay, that was with the Kimberly General pencil. Now see, when we stick this in here, now we've got this nice contrast going. I like it. And then we'll have the stitching as well, so that's pretty cool. And I can still go in and even add more to this. I have these little, this paper that I printed out on my computer with all these little inky squigglies. And I'm wondering if maybe putting, or maybe we put it down here kind of to the side where it sort of plays off of that. Do I really need that sticker on the top? I don't know, maybe I don't. I probably should have laid it down first and then I could have looked at it. So let's see. Can still keep it on the back, but let's see if we like this better. I think maybe I do. All right, so let's just tear that. Still works for me. All right, we'll save it. Okay, so let's glue this on. I already trimmed it. I already cut it out. I was going to use it on another project and I didn't end up using it. Oops, I just tore it. Okay. Just tore it. It's okay. I'll just stick it on there. There we are. Good. Okay, so I'm going to stitch these. Oh, and I know what else I'm going to do. I was thinking too, this is sari ribbon. I think it would look lovely to create this like pleated area here to break up the white and still keep this little pocket here. So I'm going to stitch that on and I'm going to do the tag. And then, I don't know, we'll see what comes next. Okay, so I stitched the top. I got the little fringe here. We have a pocket here and I preserved this other little pocket right there. And I think that looks delightful. I'm going to leave these little strings and fluff that up. And I'm going to go in with my Kimberly pencil here and just do some scribble marks around the little swirlies there. Okay, I'm loving this. I probably should have done some stitching across the top, but I'm not going to do that. And then this looked great. I did a zigzag stitch and I left that little thing open there. So let's tuck it in here. And that's what it's going to do. But I think I want this to open. So there's got to be a way. I'm going to figure out a way to close that so that it will just rest inside here. Wow, that's so adorable. I think I'm going to change directions on this. That happens sometimes. I think rather than making it a tag that does this, because I'm kind of struggling with that a little bit, is to fold it and make it something more like this. Then it fits in the pocket and I don't have to worry about the thing popping off, and I kind of like it fitting a little bit better in the pocket, in the bag. So maybe it's just become this little interactive thing. So I need to do something on this this part. So I'm going to put some paper. I think we're going to go with neutral. Maybe a ledger paper. Yeah, let's go with this and then we can, it'll be more neutral, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to open this up and glue stick. It's just the right size in the width there. Okay, so now I'm going to trim it off, the extra. Yeah, that looks good. That's a nice complement to all the color and the pattern. And we could even take one of these little swishes. If we wanted to coordinate it together, we could even take, and you can paint these on too with some acrylic paint. You could paint them on paper and then cut them out. It's up to you. I just happen to have these and I've printed them out on my computer. We did it like that, where it was, now that's good. That's good. Ooh, and I think I want to round the corners too. So let's use this crocodile. This is a corner chomper. It's clogged up. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's glue that on to the little edge there. I like it better folded and added that way. And then it adds a little bit of contrast and things are starting to, I could probably put another one, but 3's good. Odd numbers are good. And let's just go in here, scribblify, scribblify. Okay. Yeah, la la la, I like it. And it can just be used as like a little journaling book. You can use it as a little, like that. And then what if we even take it further? Since I've had these tabs in front of me, I've been wanting to use these. Several here that might go well. This one kind of, this one kind of. You could put it at the top. Maybe here. Let's see what that looks like. Or maybe this one. What if it went right there? Yeah, that's kind of pretty because that would actually be sticking up from our envelope, our little, you know, our little pocket that we made. Or maybe this one. I like this one better. Let's use this one. Okay, I'm going to use the tiny attacher to put that on. All right, let's take a peek at it and see what it's going to look like. Now see, that looks good. So we've got that little extra there. Lots of you know, sizing, and it looks interesting. I love that. Okay, and then maybe I need a bigger piece than this, but I really like this color. Let's put this one in there for now. Although I don't like that color. This one, well, we'll just go with this one. It's what's in front of me. I can always change it. I got a lot of little pieces. I just don't have any big pieces. All right, so we could, what's really cool is that could even stick up. And see, it could come out the side like that. And actually that doesn't look bad because it's a little darker. Ooh, this is just getting awesome. Look at how cool this is turning out. Oh, I'm so excited. And so you could still open this. You've got some stuff going on in here. You flip it around. You got a place to journal. You got, this is cool. I'm thinking I might not need anything else with this. Let's just kind of look at it. Do I like that color? Let's try the lighter color and see. Like a psychedelic rainbow here. Okay, so we kind of have that sort of like that. Yeah, I kind of do like that one. Now I've got a darker teal. I think that one's too dark. And this one's not long enough. I like it, but I don't think it's long enough. I don't have a longer piece. So I think that could work. Now I could go with a green too. That would work, but I like the teal. I like the contrast there. And then even when you take it out, you know, you've got that color. You've got it everywhere. Every color's really represented here. You could put a little pocket there. All right, I'm loving this. This is awesome. What a great gift idea. A pastry bag and a tag. It's a tag in a bag. You know, you could even add, you know, other little elements to it, like three-dimensional things that could kind of make it look fun. Kind of like the way that looks too. With the contrast there. You know, you could even, hey, I love when this happens. What if you took a coin tag? You could take a coin tag and you could hang that. And if you're going to give that to somebody, you could put their name on it. Wouldn't that be sweet? All right. I'm not going to do it just yet, but let's see. I just got a piece of twine here is all this is. And I'm just going to tie it in a little double knot here just to create this little, you know, little loop. We could even jazz that up. Maybe we tie in maybe the green or maybe another color. How about this yellow? Let's just put every color of the rainbow on it. So what if we did that? And we tied it like this. And then, you know, we could write their name or their initials on it. And then we tuck this underneath the clip. So we've got more ribbon, more color, and maybe you don't need that. Maybe you're like, ah, that's a lot of ribbon. Or we could even, you could just do the twine if you wanted to do that, and I kind of like it just like that. I like it. I think it looks really cool. All right, I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing what you create. I'm going to call this Tag in a Bag. It's kind of like Elf on a Shelf, only it's tag in a bag. All righty, I look forward to seeing yours. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Until next time, have an awesome day. Bye-bye.